It's off. There we go. See, I don't know why my webcam doesn't work in the other scene. Never mind. I'll fix it later. Yeah, exactly. Confusion. Yeah, it would make sense, wouldn't it? There's one guy in the whatever the company is that made this, that's some sort of odd businessman that travels around and does sell snakes or something in the jungle for a living, like 11 months of the year.
For decades, the Moher elves, exiled from Finnanmere, have roamed Io in search of a new home. In Northander,
I'm hoping for some RTS today.
But as the Mage Rebellion arose, they were quickly forgotten. Now, years later, they have taken shelter in a nomadic settlement in Leafshade, a dense, dangerous jungle amidst the no man's land between Utran and Wulfgar.
Here we go. We were about to complete this quest up here, right? Oh, what is that? You feel tingling in your fingertips as you touch the flowers. They are magical flowers. I don't like look at those. Oh, he's searching out the... We were discovering this different corruption for that dude. For proof.
Huh. Intriguing.
Shield of Benediction in a plate. Okay.
Travelers, huh? Well, if you're looking for shelter, you've come to the wrong place.
All right. Why not?
Huh. A traveler. Don't get many in these parts. What do you want?
Whoa!
If you're looking for shelter, you've come to the wrong place.
Said that already. Who are you?
Who are you people? This is Elven territory, isn't it?
Huh. Elven territory, my arse. Just because the Moor here were allowed to put up their little town here doesn't mean they own the whole jungle. As for who we are, if you don't know, then you probably don't have any business here.
Probably.
Can you let us in?
As I said, no. This isn't a roadside inn. Now, sod off.
Wait, not so fast. The Moor here sent us. It's important.
The Moor here, huh? All right, fine. Come in, but make it quick. We already have visitors, and they aren't too fond of your employers.
Don't you think these soldiers will recognize you?
I doubt it. Even if they know General Noria is looking for me, they wouldn't know my face.
I noticed my armor looks a bit dashing.
You should rethink your position, old man. The light doesn't show mercy on those who betray it.
Well, maybe the light can show you the way out of my bloody camp instead.
You don't know who you're messing with.
Oh, I
Who's
think
this
I
guy?
do. I'm messing with a bunch of renegade cutthroats who think they can walk into a camp of the Royal Army and make demands just because their lunatic leader told you so. So, one more time for the slow ones among us. We won't attack those elves. On the contrary, if you do as much as lay a finger on them, you'll have to deal with us too. Are we clear?
You...
Are we clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Huh?
Who are you?
Who are you people? Northander soldiers?
Aye, sure. We're humble servants of the Queen.
I don't believe you.
Friend, I know what you are.
Mercenaries.
And if we weren't in the camp of that fucking coward right now, this conversation would go down a tad differently. So do yourself a favor and sod off before things change. 'Cause they will.
I think these are Bane. Purity fanatics.
Bane.
The ones Clara warned us about.
I heard that.
If you're not soldiers, what are you doing in this camp?
Business.
I'll leave you be.
What? Wait a moment. You? Gilbert Vilmas, 2nd Division Everlight Infantry, isn't it? Blazes. What are you doing here?
I think you're mistaking me for someone else. I'm not with the
No,
army.
that's me.
Oh, am I? Huh. Could have sworn. Oh, well, never mind. Who are you then? And how the heck did you get in here?
The guard let me in. My name is Tahar, and I'm with the Moor here from Lithuania. There's something we need to discuss.
Tahar? Like that sodding rebel mage bastard? Boy, I surely don't envy your name. Forenthus Copper, second-rank sergeant to the Royal Army. So, what news do you bring from our elven friends?
Well, I assume you've taken note of this strange plague going on in Leafshade. The elves have sent me to investigate it, and are asking for permission to cross borders.
Granted.
Just like that?
What should I say? We need this plague gone as much as the Moor here. We've stayed away from the
Pretty easy.
corrupted parts, aye, but we've nonetheless lost 3 men already. Just don't do anything unwise, and you can walk freely within our sectors. One more thing, though. There is something that we need done, and I don't have any men to spare.
Of course you do.
Would you be willing to help us as a sign of goodwill?
Sure.
Of course. What do you need?
Well, it's simple. Since we made camp here, some of my men and women have contracted a nasty kind of fever. We ordered a shipment of herbs from another outpost in the Utran lands, but it hasn't arrived, and the man I sent to get it has not been heard of ever since. Would you be willing to search the shore for my scout, or maybe the ship itself? The weather has been rough lately, and maybe it was wrecked.
Sure. Any idea where we should search?
Aye. Do you have a map? Here. That's where we were supposed to receive the shipment.
Got it.
That's on the Green Coast.
Are you sure we have time for this, Tahar?
It never hurts to have additional allies.
Oi, you. Wait a moment.
Me?
No, the Queen's golden tits. Of course you. Say, does the name Bertrand Carpel ring a bell?
Yes. What do you know about Bertrand? I don't think so. Well, both these options are kind of... Yeah, what do you know?
Why? What do you know about Bertrand?
Not much. Only that he came by our camp just this morning and told me he was looking for someone. And the face he described
I'm
was
wearing a
just like
helmet.
yours. Anyway, I told him I had no bloody idea what he was on about. So he left. But asked me to leave a message if you should come by. Which heck knows why you did.
What's the message?
Just that he's up north somewhere, here in Leafshade, and that he'll be waiting there for you until dusk.
Oh.
Huh. Well, thanks for letting me know.
Don't mention it. Safe travels.
Smells like a trap to me.
I understand.
I shall be blunt.
Well, that went better than expected.
Yeah, exactly. I can only see your eyes and your mouth. Your face looks familiar.
No.
You son of a bitch.
What the? What are you?
What are you doing? I forgot we have that other guy.
Decide. Now.
Ayana.
I hope you have a good explanation for this.
I do. I'm Iana. I and those 5 men were hired to kill you.
Who sent you?
Who are you working for? How did you know we'd be here?
You weren't as hard to follow as you think, Tahar.
Yeah.
And regarding your first
Everyone
question,
knows us.
Amaria Leonider.
The head of House Leonider? But why?
Well, I hate to say it, but there are a lot of people who want you dead, Tahar. The question should be, why her? And I'm afraid I don't have an answer for that. I'm not paid to ask questions.
Okay. Why did you help us?
Sorry, but I don't understand. Why did you help us?
I'm afraid that's complicated.
Look at Instagram.
Do you prefer the short
waist
or the
deep.
long version?
Long version.
Give me the long version.
All right. I didn't know much about you when I accepted the contract, save for the fact that you were a renegade soldier, and that you, together with an elf named Iria, escaped the Grey Keep prison somehow.
That
It's
was
I thought so. Well, we followed your trail
I'm
to
laughing because
Farland's
he's
Hope,
a dwarf,
where
but
you
it's
entered
kind of
that
mean.
cave, wherever it leads. Since we couldn't follow you in there, we waited in the village. Well, and it was there I learned that you were after a cure for the bloodburn.
And that made you change your mind?
Yes. To be frank, I lost someone to the bloodburn.
I can't move him either.
Close to me. And even though nothing is going to bring her back, I want an answer. In other words, I want to offer you my services.
Who is your friend?
That friend you lost. Who was it? How did she die?
I would rather not talk about it. Not here. Not now.
Fair enough. How can we trust you? Did you do something to Bertrand?
That guard who sent us here. He mentioned a friend of mine, Bertrand.
It was a ruse, right?
Did you...
Harm him? No. I don't even know who or where he is. Leonider gave us that name and told us it would be a good lure. So we paid that guard a handful of coins to tell you his story. That's it.
How can you help us?
Well, judging from the trail of blood you
Is this a new companion, do we think?
This won't be your last battle. I can make sure they'll end in your favor. Also, I am... how should I put it?
Magic.
Different. I can feel and see things others can't.
Such as?
Such as the fact that you are running from something. I do not know what it is, but I can sense it. There's something in the idea of home that scares you.
That's a pretty wild
Yeah.
Maybe. Only you can know this. Long story short, I'm a dreamweaver.
A
Oh,
dreamweaver?
okay.
I've heard that before.
I don't believe it. I don't.
Close.
Um.
Let it suffice to say that I feel and perceive differently than most people. In every aspect.
Fair enough. Join us if you must. We need all the support we can get.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna have to pull up a wee little clip here. Hold on.
Let's head back to Lathwin.
Hold on. Alan Partridge, mentalist. She said she was a mentalist, right? I'm not sure. Oh, that's gonna be really loud, though. Well, basically, Alan Partridge does a... Hold on. There's an episode where he calls someone a mentalist. This might be really loud. Basically the guy that the guy that he set his house. He basically calls a mentalist. I can't remember where he does it. It's like when these guys leave after they get tea. I think, yeah. Okay. It's good though. It's good. Okay, we can only have 4 people in a party. I'm not taking the mentalist. I can't take the mentalist, right? We don't get to see what can she do. Oh, here we go. She's like a rogue, I think. Assassination, brutality, dream weaving. To be fair, I think we could replace Rohan. As much as I enjoy his company, and he's got good spells, his chain lightning's really good, but his synergy doesn't. The synergy doesn't work well. He's not a tank. He's not a mage. I think he doesn't work. He's AoE, yeah, but he doesn't feel right. Whereas Isagrim's the tank, Iria's your ranged, and this Aonir girl could be the DPS, melee DPS. But yeah, maybe she's got, I mean, she's got maybe some AoE stuff. Heavy strike. Whirlwind strike. All enemies around you. Traps. Heavy single target. I feel like we need to get rid of Rohan. It sucks, but a rogue would feel better. Let's strip him of all his stuff first, because I feel like we won't be able to get it back. Give me your clothes. Goodbye, Rowan. We'll choose.
They won't stand a chance.
Okay. Yeah. And he's instantly gone. I don't know I like that. It's odd, but never mind. Okay. She's got. We need to give her focus, health, shielding, interrupts. She needs better armor. We just sold a dagger as well. That sucks. Okay, well, at least we know what we need to buy. I think she needs dexterity. Determines your critical strike, block chance, and the effectiveness of dexterity-based weapons and your ability also reduces the cooldowns. I'm gonna go heavy single DPS. I think. I mean, we've got Fireball and Ice Storm, so maybe that would be a play. But I kind of want Will. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Assassination. Critical strike. Additional damage when the target's full health. Shadow strike. Interrupt and stun. There's another AoE there. Doppelganger. It feels like none of this is single target. You need headache pills? I have got a ton of them. I wish I could send them to. Heavy strike. This is brutality. I feel maybe we go Assassin's Sword play. So we do something like we go throwing knife, flurry, critical strike. Then we get attack damage, pressure points. I don't want dual wielding. Regeneration. Do we want that though? That's a good point. We are dual wielding, yeah. Attack damage. Yeah, maybe let's go there. So we've got the increased attack damage, dual wielding damage, and then we've got our bloodthirsty assassin based damage. These are dexterity based, right? Intellect. Interesting. Interesting. Intellect-based daggers? So maybe she needs intellect. Focus regeneration, effectiveness, and intelligence-based weapons. Maybe, but they... it's hard to tell. Let's apply that, and then let's get her spell book. We want to put... where is the rest of her stuff? Shadow Strike. It's already there. Flurry of Blades. I don't think I'll use Throwing Knife. Most of her stuff is passive. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save the points. Yeah, let's save it. Let's go back. Oh, we can use a thingy stone.
Let us see.
Where is he? Okay.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Ah, there you are. How did it go?
Well.
Good, I guess. The soldiers granted us free passage.
Just like that? Well, that's a pleasant surprise. What about the scouting? Have you found anything in the jungle yet?
Two things.
A
There's
mentalist.
a treant who was affected by the corruption, which makes it likely that it isn't the bloodburn that's causing this. Secondly, there are strange pools further down the jungle, and they seem to be tainted somehow. I doubt this was Ellen's doing.
Tainted, you say? But could it be...
What?
Well, something like this happened before. In Finn and Mir, over 2 centuries before. Which means, however, that I know how to solve this problem too. Blasted, why didn't I think of this earlier? I think it's time to let Arlen in on the results of our little expedition. Come, let's talk at the square.
Okay.